Hey y'all, Janice on the mic. I just finished reading a really interesting article that I will link in the description box below. But I wanted to really talk about the article and the importance of it. Basically, being nice is cute and all, but it doesn't absolve you from being a racist. I think people from the majority group sometimes like to hide behind the idea of niceness. And being nice to a person of color does not equate to being anti-racist. I think that's really important to remember, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because we see all too often that people think that simply being nice to a person of color means that you are not perpetuating systems of inequity and oppression and racism, and that's just absolutely not the case. It's important to remember that not being racist is not the same as being an anti-racist. So if you want to be an anti-racist and really be a champion for deconstructing systems of oppression, racism, inequities, there are several different things you can do. I'm sure there's more, but I just wanted to offer solutions and offer ways that you can actually be anti-racist beyond being nice. And the article mentions a few of these. The first way is opening up your workplace for conversations about inequity. And this could be you being the champion and the person to really open up these discussions. It could be you being instrumental in bringing someone in, like a speaker or a consultant, to come in and try to have these conversations with the employees to really be the catalyst for these difficult discussions to be had. It could also be starting an employee resource group where you can have these conversations. You can have different groups of people with shared characteristics. One way is really creating opportunities to discuss inequity and oppression in your workplace. Sometimes that can be difficult. You could also be part of an organization that really focuses on justice, equity, and deconstructing systems of oppression. And there's tons and tons of nonprofit and for-profit organizations out there that specialize in this. So take part in an organization that really specializes in this if you want to be anti-racist. Another thing that you can do is amplify the voices of men and women of color in your workplace. And this could be when you're in a board meeting and a person of color says something and they're ignored, is just repeating the idea, amplifying their voice, and this is called amplification. So amplifying their voice and what it was that was said. Another thing that could be done is speaking out when you see things that are not right within your organization, within your circle of friends, even within your family. When you are gathered with your family for the holidays and your uncle that you haven't seen in a while says something offensive, call him out and say, that's not right, and what you said is based on generalizations and stereotypes that only further perpetuate racism. So, these are just a couple things that you can do, but it's important to understand that niceness is nice, essentially, but being nice doesn't excuse you and doesn't make you an anti-racist. So if you really want to be an anti-racist and be instrumental in using your privilege for good, these are just a few things that you can do in your life and your everyday world to deconstruct systems of oppression. So again, I'm going to leave the article. It was beautifully written, very well written article with some actionable items and suggestions for you to read in the description box below. Let me know what you all think, and I will see you all in the next video.